Have you ever felt like an outsider, even among your own friends? As a floater friend, I have grown up with this feeling. If I describe these kinds of friends from a third person perspective, they are the ones who drift in and out in people's life like waves at the shore, always close enough to share a love, but never quite close enough to be called a bestie. They maintain the perfect distance, friendly and familiar. In a world full of circle and connection, there are some who quietly struggle to belong to any of them. They usually find themselves in the shadow of social circles. They are the ones who seem to be friends with everyone, yet at the end of the day, no one truly remains for them. Even though they often feel lonely, but their presence lights up any group, bringing joy and energy to every conversation. They are not just close enough to call in a crisis, but not distant enough to forget. They are the people who send you a birthday message out of blue after months of silence. The one who show up at a gathering like no time has passed, picking up mid conversation as if they were never gone. They laugh with you, share memories, then vanish again, carried away by their own direction. They're warm, effortlessly friendly with everyone, but deep down they yearn for something more, a genuine connection. They long for people who will care for them with sensibility and loyalty. They give so freely to others. They want to be seen, to be heard, to be understood. But unfortunately, they may be surrounded by people they experience a profound sense of detachment. If we look into the popular literature, If You Could See the Sun by Anne Liang, when protagonist Allison was anxious and looking for a solution and comfort, she found herself invisible in her own comfort place. She says, I do a quick mental scan of all the people I know, and what I end up with a harsh, painful truth. I'm friendly with everybody, but I'm friends with nobody. I don't have any close relationships to rely on during a personal, potentially supernatural crisis. Even in the dystopian literature, the Harry Potter series, Luna Lovegood is kind, thoughtful, deeply supportive, and an understanding friend. She always provides unique perspective and insights in difficult situations. She is friendly with everyone, yet often drifts on the fringes of the main group. Not out of choice, but because people don't always understand her. Still, she brings comfort, wisdom, and presence in moments when it matters most. I resonate deeply with these characters. My experience mirrors theirs. I could fit in any friend circles, but most of the time it feels like be quick to occupy. While I know enjoy their company, I cannot help but feel an invisible wall between us that drifts me apart from forming a good bond with them. I always wonder why I'm always the distant friend and never become a part of any friend circle perfectly. Perhaps this is the destination of the floater friend. However, as I move from one circle to the next, a sense of detachment remains. I feel like puzzle pieces without a proper frame, embraced the warmly but never fully accepted. But being a floater friend is not that bad. It will create the opportunity to know more people around you. I think I actually become more social and empathic. Let me share a story from my dark days. There was a swing in front of the Krishnachura building where I used to sit after dinner. Almost every night, someone new would come and sit beside me and open up about their struggles or share their fun stories. It felt like a privilege that stranger people felt safe and comfortable enough around me to be that honest. However, as time passed by, I realized that just being friendly and non judgmental would not work to build a strong friendship. Even though people around me are kind enough to give the space into their friends, I could not help to feel like an extra or left out. But then I came across a quote from the book Welcome to the Hungnam Dong bookshop. A few simple lines that gently began to change my perspective. So here's the line. Every one of us is like an island, alone and lonely. It's not a bad thing. Solitude sets us free, just as loneliness brings death to our lives. The harsh reality hit me that I could go silent for months and no one would reach out to ask if I was doing okay. No one genuinely asked me to hang out, they only did it out of courtesy or offered me a seat in class unless I asked first. The realization of the truth that I am truly alone helped me to change my perspective in a different way. For a long time, I used to think that loneliness is a burden and disgraceful. Because friendship cannot be forced or changed easily. I started to enjoying my time rather than thinking what might people say for not having a bestie or a friend circle. Whether it was going on a solo date or eating alone at a cafe. I feel like I started to know myself better. The journey to self-growth was tough, but it taught me how to enjoy my own company. In silence, I learned to understand and accept myself. Solitude wasn't cutting people off, it was about finding peace with it. Even when it felt lonely, I discovered strength in standing on my own. My worth isn't tied to how many friends I have or parties I attend. It is how deeply I care and how present I am for myself and others.